Sino ba naman ang hindi nakakakilala ngayon sa abogadang ito sa mga kababayan nating Pilipino? Dahil sa TikTok, Twitter, YouTube at Facebook ay talagang mabilis na lumutang ang kanyang galing at sobrang naging internet sensation ang pangalan dahil sa pagbasag sa denial queen na si Harry Roque sa Kongreso. Dahil tayo ay hindi papayag na hindi natin makilala ng personal ang abogadang ito. Naglakbay pa ang inyong abang lingkod sa bayan ng Mabini, Batangas kung saan ako din po ay pinanganak para hanapin at ma-interview ang isang congresswoman na nagpakain ng aligabok kay Manay Harry Roque. Kaya ngayon ay pinakikilala ko ang congresswoman na ito ay walang iba kung hindi si Congresswoman Zinky Beatrix Luistro ng Batangas.
I am one with you in thinking about that possibility. Anong really triggered me to throw that question to him is my concern for law students.
Alright. So yan po talaga yung pinaka-nagustuhan po ng lahat ng tao, lalo sa viewers ko po, at saka nagko-comment, that you are very, alam niyo po yung gusto niyo tanongin sa kanya to really get to the point. Because everyone was like, ano ba, okay, try to answer the question. And kayo po talaga yung tumatak talaga sa tao, and they love you very much. And
Actually, I had that feeling na, ano ba, ba't ka ba ganyan?
yes, magiging na po yung mga tao. And then
Which I think is the same feeling that is being experienced by most of the lawyers who were watching him during the time. So, siyempre, naalala ko yung mga kaparo natin, naalala ko yung mga teachers ko sa University of Batangas College of Law, naalala ko yung dati kong boss, former Secretary Nani Perez ng DOJ, naalala ko yung mga people inclined in the practice of law. So parang I was trying to talk to myself, ano Jinky, hindi mo ba siya i-confront? I had the courage to confront him about the definition, about the basic concept. Although, really, medyo mabigat yun, knowing na he's a law expert, he's a legal luminary. At tayo naman po, we are a humble lawyer from the province of Batangas.
Go Philippines po. Sabi nyo kanina, nung tayo po ay talagang biglang talagang nag-rise po talaga yung pangalan nyo nun, no? So, paano nyo po pinaghandaan tong si Attorney Harry Roque? Did you do an extra mile para po dun sa talagang literal na nasa inyo
No.
since?
No. In all the committee hearings that I attend, there was never an instance that I used the briefers of the committee. There was never an instance that I used the briefer of my legacy staff. What is happening to me during committee hearing, I listen. Nakikinig ako sa interpellations ng aking mga colleagues, fellow members of the committee. From there, nakakakuha ko ng mga questions which I want the resource speaker to clarify. Like what happened to Attorney Harry Roque. Diba? Tinanong muna siya ni, sino muna nagtanong sa kanya?
Johnny Pimentel.
Congressman Johnny Pimentel. I think he was asked also by Congressman Keith Flores.
yes,
He was asked also by Congressman Adjong
Yes,
during the first interpellation, diba?
Mm.
And then such time, I felt bothered already. Oh my God, what is happening with the concept of attorney-client relationship? So let me remind him. And so I did remind him of the definition of an attorney-client relationship. And I think all the members of the bar, all lawyers here in the Philippines, know it by heart. Parang nakakapaisip lang. Nakalimutan ba niya yon? I don't think so. Whatever the reason is, it is up to him. Kasi itong definition ng attorney-client relationship, this is something na kahit tulog ang abogado, kahit lasing ang abogado, kahit nagdideliryo ang abogado, I think this is something na hindi makakalimutan ng mga abogado. So, for a law expert like Attorney Roque, I really find it strange. Bakit parang na-overlook ba niya? I don't know.
Do you think po na may iniiwasan itong si Attorney Harry Roque kaya medyo parang nakikita natin na iniiwas niya yung sarili niya doon sa Lucky South 99 during the first hearing sa Congress?
I think that is the only possibility that we can think of, no? Bakit ba siya, why is he going around the bush? Why is he evading the fundamentals of attorney-client relationship? Why can't he admit that the moment there is meeting of the minds, the moment there is the client who solicited the service and there is the lawyer who rendered the service, it is automatically created. Why? Why can't he admit that? I am one with you in thinking about that possibility. Anong iniiwasan ng ating kaibigan?
Congresswoman, because of your appearances sa committee hearings and exchanges with Harry Roque, so you have become a viral sensation in social media.
Really?
There are snippets in YouTube. It got almost 1 million views. And
Really?
there are snippets on Twitter, got 1 million views. So, how are you dealing with this newfound fame? And yeah, that's the first question.
Actually, hindi ako techie, no? So, I was able to share it with one of you na, I don't know how to use TikTok. I don't know how to use IG. And what's the other one?
Twitter.
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 But there are times I tap my YouTube. But the one I constantly use is Facebook, no? So yung sinasabi talaga ng mga tao, nag-trending ka, Mayora. That's how people of Mabini call me, Mayora. Mayora, trending ka. Hindi ko magets. Kasi the only thing I see is the one in YouTube, the one I see in Facebook, no? But if ever talagang nag-trending tayo, then we feel fulfilled because it only means that the people from around the world, should I say, because this is an internet world, appreciated our engagement in the committee, no? Siguro because it's Harry Roque. Because you know why? Since my day one in Congress, I'm always active in all my committee engagements. Kaya lang, syempre ibang level si Harry Roque. And some of my friends, lawyers also, are asking me, where did you get the courage to interpellate Attorney Harry Roque? No? So like what I said earlier, it was my concern for the law students. It was a feeling coming from a member of the bar, which I am sure is the same feeling that the other lawyers are experiencing during the time that Harry Roque was doing his manifestation about attorney-client relationship.
JDB ko, JDB Comics Pro Filipino. Actually, I get goosebumps sa story ninyo. So you always stand up para sa mga tao. And then, ito lang yung tanong, balik tayo kay Harry Roque.
Paborito mo si Harry Roque.
Paborito niya kasi tayo kay fake news. So pareho tayo nag-advocacy, tama na, ginamali nila. Nung nilecture ninyo, yung sinabi sa commentaries ko nilecture ninyo si Harry Roque. Kasi he was denying this beyond my expertise. Nung ginawa niyo yung
That was the second interpretation.
actually yung first din
First then,
Yung first din.
beyond his expertise,
Sinabi niya rin, yung sa first degree, yung sa second.
yeah.
Pero pareho, nilecturean yun
Oh,
About
okay.
principal in first one.
Okay.
Ngayon, hindi mo ba kayo natakot
Na?
atakihin kayo ng mga full moronics?
That is why I always anchor all my questions on the provisions of law and the Philippine jurisprudence. Something which you cannot question. Di ba? Kasi kapag ang ginamit mo sa interpellation mo ay authority sa batas, who can question you? You are citing a provision of the law. You are citing a Supreme Court decision. Who can question you? Tsaka, ako po as a lawyer, it has been my practice. I do not go against the person. I go against the issue. So kung napansin niyo po, what I'm trying to establish is the fact and the issue. But I do not go into the personal issue of the person that we are interviewing. For as long as I can, because I cannot tell baka mamaya in the future committee hearings, I might be tempted to go beyond the fact and the issue of the case already, no? Kasi minsan, di mo rin masabi yan eh. Minsan natetempt ka, sabi nga ng ibang kongs, minsan nakakagigil na. That's why sometimes they cross the boundaries, no? Although, appreciated ko talaga yung aking napakahusay na chairman. Yeah, hey, shout out sa mga chairman ng Quadcom, no? Boss ko po lahat yan. At I am really overwhelmed because I am a neophyte. This is my first term, and I was graced by the opportunity to work with the highly respected members of the 19th Congress. Sino yan? Chairman Dan Fernandez of Public Order and Safety. Actually, hindi ako member dun eh. Deputized lang ako ni SDS. No? Chairman Ace Barbers of Dangerous Drugs. I am a member. Chairman Paduano of Public Accounts. I am the Vice Chairperson. And Chairman Abante of Human Rights. I was about to be deputized until biglang na-create na yung Quad Committee. So, no need for deputization because all members of each of the four committee will automatically or became members already of the Quad Committee. No? So, salamat po kay Speaker, salamat po kay SDS, salamat po sa ating leadership, at salamat po sa ating chairman ng 4 na committee sapagkat pinagtiwalaan niyo po si Beatrix, a neophyte, a first-termer congresswoman.
Maraming since viral kayo sa napakagandang atake ninyo sa Congress. Maraming mga Filipino sinasabi ng committee ang Senado.
Really?
Maraming nagsasabi na mas bagay kayo doon.
Uy,
Senado o Congress po.
you know what? Fan ako ni Risa Ontiveros, ha? I find her so bright. I find her so dedicated. And I find her so strongly willed. At fan din ako ni Senator Win kasi nakakarating ako sa opisina niyan. Ay, sipag. Talagang nag-aaral, nakikita ko yung kanyang mga notebooks. Alam mo kaming mga members of the legislative, both the Congress and the Senate, kami may iba't ibang field na pinanggalingan. No? And I must say, kung anumang naging exposure naming lahat before this time na kami naging congressmen at saka senators, ito'y lahat ay nakakatulong sa amin in our job to legislate for the Philippine nation. No? So, if you will be asking me to choose Senate or Congress, of course, I will choose Congress. Dahil mahal ko ang taga Batangas 2nd District. At salamat po sa mga nagre-raise nitong mga kwentuhan na to, should I say, na si Beatrix ba, si Luis ba, dapat tumakbo ng senador. Salamat po sa inyong appreciation. But in all sincerity, I'm happy being the Congresswoman of Batangas 2nd District because I love very much the people of Mabini, Bawan, San Pascual, San Luis, Lubo, and Tingloy. I am truly fulfilled in my job as representative of Batangas 2nd District.
Kaya po yung mga subscribers tayo, followers po din natin, saan po daw kayo nag-aaral ng law? At ano po daw may bibigay yung advice sa kanila bilang panibagong estudyante at anong magiging guides para sa kanila sa maging katulad po daw din yun?
Ako po ay dito nagtapo sa University of Batangas College of Law. I wanted sana to study in UP. I wanted sana to study in Ateneo during the time. Kaya lang po, hindi po kaya ng tatay ko. Rest in peace sa aking ama. No? But I can still recall what he said. Hindi natin kaya kung sa Batangas ka pa, sa Manila ka pa mag-aaral. So maraming salamat at nabuksan ang law school dito sa lalawigan ng Batangas. Maraming salamat po sa aking former boss at sa aking dean, whom I know ay talagang iginayad po ako. Our former Justice Secretary Nani Perez. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga naging law professors ko. And I wish to include also maraming salamat sa mga naging estudyante ko. Because up to this day, I know bahagi kayo ng kabuuan ng pagkatao ko. No? Ang payo ko naman dito sa ating mga nag-aaral ng batas, may kasabihan, pag gusto, maraming paraan. Pag ayaw, maraming dahilan. Pag in English ko yan, I would translate it to, life is never a destiny. It is always a choice. If, as a law student, you're choosing to become studious, you're choosing to be disciplined, you're choosing to be persevering, you're choosing to be hardworking, you're choosing your study of law over your social life and anything else, then you're choosing to become a lawyer someday. No? Hindi po pwede sa study of law ang pabanjing-banjing lang. Day one, do it seriously. Because when you reach the bar exam, everything will be a flashback of what you studied for the entire law school. No? Believe it. Believe me. Kasi yan po ang naranasan ko. Kung hindi ka seryoso, from day one of your law school, you will not make it. So sa lahat ng mga first year pa lang sa law school, do it seriously. Study very well. Memorize if you can. Because sometimes reading is not enough. Well, it depends on the student. Kung anong style of studying mo. Pero sa akin, I'm really into deep reading and memory work because that is how I retain the principles in my heart and in my mind. No? Maring hindi ko na siya kayang i-recite in verbatim the way I did when I was a law student yet. Pero the principle, the basic, is strongly etched here and here. Hello sa lahat ng law students! May sasabihin pa ako sa lahat ng law students. Matuwa kayo kung napupuyat kayo. Matuwa kayo kung nahihirapan kayo. Matuwa kayo kung maraming binabasa kayo. At matuwa kayo kung maraming memorize kayo. Because the only way to becoming a lawyer is you choose the long, windy, and rocky road. Walang shortcut. Walang instant. Ang instant lang lucky me.
Meron lang one short question. Nagkakaroon, I think, as my opinion, as a commentator lang, that the popularity that is being built around you, or the myth that is now becoming Congresswoman Beatrix, is grounded upon the idea that you are like an anti-Harry Roque missile. But kasi I feel that with the coming of the Quadco, mas marami pang dadating ng mga resource speakers, and that you are not really, parang, di ba, yung impression niya, is that safe to assume that it's ganun talaga, or hindi naman kasi talaga ganun? There is no intent to just be an anti-Harry Roque missile. But what is behind, what is the motivation behind the stellar performances that you've been seeing about you?
I am against all the illegal activities surrounding Pogo. Have you seen the pictures?
Yes.
Diba? Hindi nga namin ma-share sa public eh. Ganon ka morally shocking. I'm not against Harry Roque. I am against the Pogo-related crimes. And I do not understand kung bakit hindi nila pinag-aralang mabuti ito. Kasi when we speak about Pogo, it is a Philippine offshore gaming operation. Narito yung kumpanya ang pumupusta galing sa ibang bansa. Diba? So, Etong kumpanyang ito, ang sabi nila, pag-aari ng mga Pilipino, but we were able to unfold. Puros Chinese nationals. Hindi Filipino yung corporation. No wonder, ang kanilang mga empleyado, Chinese nationals din. And the thing is, sila-sila, dumayo ng away dito sa atin. Yung mga perpetrators ng crime, pogo-related crimes, they're Chinese nationals. Ang victims, Chinese nationals din. Kaya dapat yung Chinese government natutuwa sa atin. Kasi we express so much sympathy and concern para sa mga nagbiktima ng mga pogo operator. I'm not against Harry Roque. I am against the pogo-related crimes because they are really morally shocking. I am hoping and praying na wala akong makikitang picture o video na ang naging biktima ay Pilipino. Because to this day, ang na-unfold namin mga documents, ang victim, lahat Chinese nationals din. Or foreign nationals, should I say.